Hey everybody, it's Chrissy from Earthology. I wanted to show you a bunch of different kinds of jasper today. The color patterns in them are hard to describe by a description that you would read, so it's easier to just look at them in person and then you can kind of tell them apart a lot better. So to start with, we have yellow jasper. It's a good one for travel, for safety when you're traveling or taking a trip. And then we have red jasper. These can sometimes have some white streaks in them, but for the most part they're going to be primarily red like this. Now, when you have a combination of red and yellow jasper in the same stone, you get mookiate jasper, or also known as mook jasper. And you can see some of these turn out peachy because of the way the color has modeled together. There's my dog barking in the background too, sure enough, as soon as I start a video. So that's mookiate jasper. Now I have a bowl here that is technically supposed to be red jasper, but you could call it mookiate jasper because of the yellows in it. And this is just all naturally occurring, which is really phenomenal that, nature can do this. Then one of the first stones I ever fell in love with was rainforest rhyolite jasper. These have a lot of pattern variation. You'll see a lot of greens and some browns and peaches. This type of stuff in them is very typical. I don't know what you want to call it, but these type of pattern designs. And I have some tumble stones of the same thing. These are slightly lighter color, but you can see the variation in them. So that's rainforest rhyolite jasper, sometimes just called rhyolite. And sure enough, one dropped. Now let's see, over on this side here we have ocean jasper. Now ocean jasper is also called orbicular jasper. You will see a lot of these round, I don't know what you call them, like eye designs, circular patterns. I can get one up here. It's very common in ocean jasper. Now these are found off the northwest coast of Madagascar, and they're in an area that's only accessible by boat, and they're mined at low tide, which is pretty cool, I think. Tons of pattern variation, but look for the lots of the circles in them. And then we have picture jasper. These are generally going to be your sandy brown colors. They usually look like they have some type of desert scene in them, like a landscape scene. Whichever way you want to hold them, you might see something different. That's picture jasper. And let's see, we didn't do fancy jasper yet, did we? Fancy jasper is less pattern variation, but you can get a lot of greens and reds in them. It's kind of probably a generic term for a jasper not categorized as something else. And those would be considered fancy jasper. Now I also have two fancy jasper bowls. Excuse my tags because they're inventory tags, and if I take them off I might send somebody the wrong bowl when they order one. But this is fancy jasper. You can see the colors and the pattern variation there. And then this one is also, it's just more green. Now we also have autumn jasper, very small kind of specks of mottled color in them in peaches and greens. That's kind of a harder one to come by. I don't see it on the market that often. Now Picasso jasper, the first time I ever saw it I thought it was fake because it looked to me like all these were painted. And my dogs are going nuts today. You can see my helper over here. Yeah, she wants to go out, but she can wait. Alright, Picasso Jasper, a lot of color variation, but it looks a lot like a wood grain look with the lines in it. And then we have plain old green Jasper. And another thing you may not know is that bloodstone is a form of green Jasper, and the red specks in it, they're very tiny, so you may not see them. This one's got a good one in it. The red specks in it are oxide inclusions. And bloodstone, while it's a green Jasper with these inclusions in it, it's considered its own stone. There's a story behind it being the drops of Christ's blood. And if you have any circulation problems, bloodstone would be the one you want to get. Just remember, blood for the blood. And that is the wonderful world of Jasper today. Thanks for watching and putting up with my dogs.